Time travel has long fascinated humanity, appearing in myths, science fiction, and even religious texts. But what if the concept isn't just fiction? Some biblical stories seem to hint at time anomalies, individuals experiencing events out of sequence, or divine figures stepping in and out of time itself. Could these be cases of time travel, or are they simply miraculous interventions? In this exploration, we dive into the most compelling biblical accounts that suggest time travel, analyze their meanings, and consider whether these figures truly moved beyond the constraints of time. 1. Enoch, the man who walked with God and vanished. The first intriguing figure in the Bible with a potential time travel story is Enoch. Genesis 5:24 states, "Enoch walked faithfully with God, then he was no more because God took him away." Unlike other patriarchs listed in Genesis who lived and died, Enoch simply disappeared. The Book of Enoch, an ancient Jewish text not included in the Standard Bible but referenced in Jude 1:14-15, elaborates on his experiences. It describes Enoch as being taken to heavenly realms, where he sees the past, present, and future unfold before him. Some theories suggest that this could be an example of time travel or a dimensional shift. Ancient Jewish traditions hold that Enoch was transformed into the angel Metatron, who serves as a celestial scribe. This transformation suggests a departure not only from the physical world, but also from the constraints of time as we understand it. Could Enoch have been transported to a future moment? Some interpretations propose that his removal from earthly existence wasn't death, but a journey to another point in time. 2. Elijah, taken to heaven in a fiery chariot. Another figure mysteriously taken from earth is Elijah. In 2 Kings 2:11 it says, "Suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind." Unlike normal death, Elijah didn't experience a burial or an earthly departure, but was dramatically taken into the sky. What's more curious is that Elijah later appears with Moses during the transfiguration of Jesus, Matthew 17:3. How could Elijah, who was taken centuries earlier, reappear at a later moment in history? Some speculate that he could have been transported through time to fulfill a divine purpose. Additionally, Malachi 4:5-6 prophesies Elijah's return before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Could this mean Elijah still exists outside of time, waiting for his reappearance? Rabbinic literature also suggests that Elijah frequently appears throughout history to aid righteous individuals, further strengthening the idea that he moves through time. 3. The Apostle John, the man who might still be alive. In John 21:22-23, Jesus cryptically responds to speculation about John's fate. "If I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you?" This led early Christians to wonder if John would live indefinitely or return in a later time. The Book of Revelation, traditionally attributed to John, describes extraordinary visions of the future, including apocalyptic events, the final judgment, and the new heaven and earth. Could John have been shown the actual future, not just in a vision, but as a physical traveler? Some scholars propose that his experience on Patmos might not have been entirely spiritual. Perhaps he was taken into time itself to witness what was to come firsthand. There are also legends suggesting that John never died, but instead remains in a divine state, waiting for his reappearance. Some medieval Christian writings even claim that John will return before the end of time. 4. The prophet Daniel and his glimpse of future empires. Daniel's book is one of the most prophetic in the Bible, filled with astonishingly accurate predictions of future kingdoms. Daniel 7 and 8 detail visions of the rise and fall of world powers, including Greece and Rome, long before they came into existence. An angel explains to Daniel in Daniel 12:4, "But you, Daniel, roll up and seal the words of the scroll until the time of the end. Many will go here and there to increase knowledge." Could this suggest an understanding of time beyond Daniel's own era? Some have speculated that Daniel might have had an encounter with time travel, where he witnessed future history unfolding before him. Interestingly, some interpretations suggest that Daniel was shown technology and events that would only be understood in modern times. His description of the beasts and horns may be symbolic references to political entities and global conflicts yet to come. 5. Ezekiel's mysterious flying wheel, a portal through time. Ezekiel's visions in Ezekiel 1 describe a flying object that has often been compared to a UFO. Wherever the spirit would go, they would go, and the wheels would rise along with them. Some theorists suggest that Ezekiel might have encountered a technology beyond his time, possibly even a mechanism for traveling through time or dimensions. Ancient astronaut theorists argue that this was evidence of divine beings moving through time and space in ways humans cannot yet comprehend. Others interpret Ezekiel's wheels as divine chariots, similar to Elijah's fiery ascent, suggesting that they might have been methods of supernatural transportation. 6. The two witnesses of Revelation. Time travelers? Revelation 11 speaks of two mysterious witnesses who will appear during the end times, performing miracles and prophesying before being killed and resurrected. Many theories propose that these figures are Elijah and Moses, or possibly Elijah and Enoch, since both were taken alive and never physically died. Could they have been transported forward in time to complete their mission? If so, this could be one of the strongest biblical indications of time travel. In some Jewish and Christian traditions, these two figures are seen as timeless warriors against evil, moving through history until their final confrontation. The Bible describes God as existing outside of time. With the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day. 2 Peter chapter 3:8. If God is not bound by time, could he manipulate it? Some theologians argue that divine encounters with biblical figures may have involved time displacement, where people momentarily stepped out of time as we understand it. From a scientific perspective, Einstein's theory of relativity suggests that time travel is theoretically possible. Could biblical events hint at individuals experiencing time dilation, wormholes, or divine manipulation of time itself? The Bible is filled with moments that challenge our understanding of time. While some may dismiss these as metaphorical or purely supernatural, others see intriguing parallels to modern concepts of time travel. Could Elijah, Enoch, John, or the prophets have been transported through time? Were their visions actual glimpses into future realities? Or is time itself merely a construct that God transcends? Regardless of the answer, these stories continue to spark debate, inspiring believers and skeptics alike to ponder the mysteries of divine intervention and the nature of time itself. What do you think? Are these biblical figures true time travelers, or are they experiencing divine visions beyond human comprehension? Let us know in the comments.